Coming right up, the Spurs taking on the Raptors. For San... From everyone here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Now the starting group for San Antonio. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5 down low. And for Toronto, Quickly and Barrett, they're the backcourt duo. Barnes and Pöltl down low at the 4 and 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. Well, Grant, I hope you're as fired up for this one as I am. Some of the league's most exciting talent on the floor.
Oh, my, man. I am most definitely up for this one. With the athleticism on both sides, there's going to be no shortage of highlights.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Now Fox, pass to Castle. Vassell against Ingram. Here's Castle. Shot clock at 5. Spurs need to get one up here. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound Toronto.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And the shot goes in.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Ingram. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. It's all tied in Toronto. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
2. The Spurs. 2.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Johnson, Wembanyama out there with Luke Cornett. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Harper in at the shooting guard. Murray Boyles can't get it to go. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the game.
Wembanyama. One shot.
You know, after playing as a starter most of his career, Keldon Johnson showed he can act as a 6th man if needed, Richard.
Not every player can make that switch mentally. Johnson brings the same energy as a starter as he does to the second unit. It's a great attitude on that young man.
Walter, he's checked in for Scottie Barnes. And San Antonio with a change here, too. Champagnie, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Champagnie, the pass to Cornett, outside Johnson. 6 to shoot. Back to Cornett. The 3, tipped. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. So both teams changing it up here. Seconds left to play in the second quarter.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
P passes to Quickly. Cash cash money on the open jump shot.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Raptors out in front, up by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, your ref.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
This is what the home fan loves to see. Their squad coming out and putting together strong performance. We'll see a couple individuals stand out, but what really stand out is how hard they work and how they're playing together.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Terrible execution the offensive end, rushing things, taking bad shots. Here's a thought. Pound the ball inside. Higher percentage looks, get yourself to the line, get back on track.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joe, what up?
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And so here is Toronto. It's a 1-point game. Barnes and Pöltl down low at the 4 and 5. Quickly and Barrett, they're the backcourt duo, and it's Ingram in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Barnes, and he banks in the layup.
Not exactly sure what the defense is thinking. You know he's going to be aggressive coming out of the half.
Barnes against Barnes. Kicks it out to Barrett. Barnes against Barnes. Barnes, it's good. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They trail by 1. Pass to Castle. Fox outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Ingram. No good. Would have counted had it gone. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's the Raptors up by 1. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Wembanyama out there with Luke Cordet. Then there's Johnson. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Harper in at the shooting guard position. San Antonio calls timeout. They trail by 1. There's 53 seconds left in the final quarter. report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Spurs coach going over their plan during the break. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we could steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Johnson. The rebound by Shed. Outside Dick. Pass to Murray Boyles. Rebounded by the Spurs. Outside Johnson. Fox outside. Here's Cornette. Covered by Ingram. Outside Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. From about 19. Counted!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And Toronto calls time here. They're down by 1. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Victor Wembanyama.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off. I mean, just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
And here's Ingram. Quickly outside. Oh, no good! So it's a narrow victory for the Spurs, pulling out the W. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.